everyone, this is Andrea. Welcome to this week's video where I'm going to take you on a tour around the world. I'll be recreating 8 different flags on my nails. If you'd like to see more flags, please like this video and let me know in the comments. I'm starting with a base coat on all my nails, a very important step you should never forget. And then straight to the flags. We will start in the United Kingdom, which seems like a tricky flag to draw. But with some nail stripers or thin brushes, it's quite easy. I start with a dark blue base in 2 coats, and then take my white nail striper to do the underlying crosses. I'll do the vertical and horizontal first, and then the diagonals. They should all meet in the center. With a red nail striper or thin brush, I will draw the red lines inside the white cross. These need to be quite thin and in the center of the white. So wipe off any excess polish from your brush to avoid flooding. Don't forget that the red diagonals do not go all the way to the center, and make sure to wait enough time before applying a glossy top coat to avoid any smudges. Next up is the US, which starts off with a white base in 1 coat. You can then use either a nail striping brush or a dotting tool to draw a blue rectangle in the bottom left corner. Start with the outline and a lot of polish on the tool, dragging it softly along your nail, and then fill in the shape. You can always make it bigger if it seems too small. For the red stripes, I'm using my red nail striper, making sure to do everything in quick, smooth strokes. Try to leave even gaps between lines, or fill in any bigger gaps later. To finish off, I use the dotting tool dipped in white to draw the stars, but feel free to draw them properly with a tiny brush. I recommend substituting stars for dots for beginners or on smaller nails, as they're really easy to draw, yet still look super nice. The third flag is Brazilian, so I'll start with a green polish in 2 coats. I'll be using my yellow nail striper to first draw the outline of a parallelogram in 4 separate strokes, and then fill it in. After that, adjust the shape by making the outlines thicker where needed and the edges sharp and well defined. For the middle circle, I'm using a large dotting tool to first mark the center of the shape I'm drawing. When creating intricate designs, it's really useful to start small and give yourself guidance during the process. Then I'll expand the edges to the desired size. To simplify this flag, I applied some silver micro glitter polish to the blue dot to simulate the stars. A super easy way for beginners. Next up, I'm doing the Chinese flag, which is slightly tricky, especially on a smaller nail. On top of 2 coats of a red polish, I'm trying to draw a large yellow star surrounded by smaller ones. Please excuse the camera angle, as I was really struggling with some of the detail on the stars. You could simplify this by using a dotting tool instead, or improve it by using a very thin brush. But a nail striper will be enough for beginners and will get the desired effect. For a slight challenge, I decided to draw the South African flag, which is super colorful and intricate as well. You can start with a bare nail for this, but I'd recommend a white base to make all the colors pop. In the first step, take a black liner and draw a triangle at the bottom. When you have the outline, fill it in. Then, I'll add 2 yellow lines around it. For the green section, I'll take my nail striper again and first outline the yellow section, and then I'll draw a thick line down the center. This might require a couple strokes depending on the thickness of your brush. If this seems tricky, remember you can always touch up your contours with some white polish. For the sides, I'll be using a navy and red polish, leaving some space next to the green to recreate the white contour. I also went in at the end with a white thin brush to make the shapes more defined and the edges sharper. South Korean flag can seem really difficult at first, but it can be done, trust me. For starters, I'm painting my nail white. Then, I'm adding a large red dot, which you can draw using a dotting tool or a brush. I started with the top half and then extended it to the bottom to have a close to perfect circle. Once it dries, take a dark blue polish and cover the bottom half of the red circle. There's no need to be very precise with this. Finish the circle with a large blue dot towards the top left and then a large red dot on the bottom right. The red dot might need 2 coats depending on the opacity of the polish you're using. For the black lines, a nail striper will be the easiest to deal with, but I encourage you to use nail art brushes if you're more comfortable with those. Try to draw the lines quickly to make them smooth and straight, and wipe off any excess polish beforehand to keep the lines thin and short. And there you have it! The next flag I'm tackling in this tutorial is the Indian flag, which will start with 2 coats of white. To paint the thinner sections on the sides, I'm using the side of a regular nail polish brush, which I've wiped properly on the polish bottle to remove excess product and avoid my cuticles flooding. The center symbol is quite tricky, but I decided to just mimic it by drawing some blue and white circles. If you're drawing this on a bit of a larger nail, you can also use a thin brush to draw the lines on the wheel. The last flag in this video is super easy, and it's the German flag. You'll only need 3 colors for this and no extra equipment. I like to start with the lightest color, in this case yellow, in 2 coats. Then, I'm doing the middle color, red, using a thin brush, but the side of any regular nail polish brush will be fine. To finish off, I'm drawing the black section, making sure the 3 colors are approximately the same width. And that's the end of our journey around the world. Here are all the 8 finished flags topped with some fast dry glossy top coat. Let me know down in the comments below which country you're from or which other flags I should recreate on my nails. All the nail polishes and equipment used in this tutorial will be in the description down below. For more tutorials and fun nail art designs, please subscribe, like this video, and follow me on my social media accounts. Thanks for watching!